Okay, good morning everybody. It's Mike. Hey, thanks for jumping on the call with me this morning. And our call today is going to be a little shorter than normal, but I want to share a conversation that I had yesterday with you. I had an agent in Atlanta real estate ask me why I put so much emphasis on working from an office and as opposed to working from home. And the way they said it to me was something like this, Mike, COVID, I'm like, no, look, I figured it out. I fully get that COVID's going on, but doesn't it make more sense, given all the technology available to us these days and the time I can spend not commuting, and I can be so much more focused at home? Doesn't it make more sense to work from home in today's world than it ever has before? And I said, well, maybe. And that is my answer. Maybe. For example, if you're working in an environment where there's not a lot of help and support and resources, then I think working from home probably makes the most sense. If there's no tangible reason to actually make the effort to get dressed and get in your car and go someplace, as opposed to just walking into your home office at home, and you can do that in your sweatpants and a t-shirt and your slippers and you're really comfortable. If there's no compelling reason to do that, I think absolutely. But then I kind of take a look at my office, for example, and I went, wow, look at everything that you're missing out. Let's just take today as an example. So we have an 8 o'clock practice session. And this is where about a dozen agents get together in the mornings for 30 minutes and they practice together on handling common objections. Like this morning it was, why should I list my house with you as opposed to anybody else? Why should I use you to buy my next home as opposed to the 11 other agents that I might know? And having a strong, compelling reason, being able to speak to that objection, because that's the one that every customer you're ever going to run into in your entire career is asking, whether they express it or not. That's what they want to know. Why should I work with you as opposed to the other 40-some thousand licensees in Atlanta or the other 10, 11 friends that I have in real estate? So like our office, we start off at 8 o'clock this morning with about a dozen agents practicing that stuff so that when they do get in those situations, they're going to be prepared to handle it. And then we've got training and mentoring and at one right after another today, from foundations meeting to small huddle sessions to one-on-one coaching with me. You're not getting that at home. You could, but you're not. Here's what else you're not getting. And again, I think if your office, whoever's listening to me right now, if there's not a compelling reason to go there, then you probably shouldn't. But if there is, and you're not taking advantage of it, you're losing out in a huge kind of way. You're not interacting with Rob Hamilton, our marketing director, who's got like 3 decades of experience on how to market yourself. You're not just having the casual conversations. You're not interacting with me. I had one of our agents this morning say, hey, do you have a few minutes? I've got an urgent issue going on. Well, we're here, we're face to face, we're around each other. But here I think is the biggest thing that we're not getting from home. And I think if anything's emphasized this in the past year, it's been this issue. It's the synergy. It's being around other agents who make me better. Rubbing elbows with them, listening to them, getting motivated and inspired. I can be around somebody like David McGee, and David might inspire me to pick up the phone and make some calls today. I watched Mimi Alexander yesterday set 4 listing appointments yesterday. You think that inspires me to get off my little fanny a little bit? Absolutely. Being around Joe Iman, being around Greg Janicki, being around some of these highly experienced, very motivated people and watching how they handle themselves, interacting with our help team, and just having conversations like, yeah, I'm having this problem. See, I could have that conversation from my home office. I just probably wouldn't. And that synergy, that interaction, that rubbing elbows with other people, wow, that's important. It really is important. If anything in the past year has really been highlighted to me, it's how important that is. Now, if you're not getting that where you work right now, then yeah, stay home. There's no reason to get up, get dressed, go to all the trouble and make the commute. But if that is available to you and you're not getting it, ouch. Ouch. What's that costing you? Because you don't want to put shoes on instead of your slippers? Because you don't want to get in the car and make a commute? Oh my gosh. What is that costing? And this is Mike, and I'm hoping that you'll go out there and make it happen for yourself today.